Every business has a story. Every problem has a solution. This is Future Media Stack. Today we're exploring how artificial intelligence transformed a struggling restaurant. Meet Bella Vista, a family-owned Italian restaurant that had been serving its community for more than 15 years. The food was excellent. The customers loved the atmosphere, but behind the scenes, the business was struggling. Reservations were written on paper. Phone calls interrupted the staff all day long. Employees answered the same customer questions over and over again. The owner, Marco, worked 12-hour days. Not because he wanted to, but because the business depended on him. Friday nights were the hardest. The dining room was full. The kitchen was under pressure. The phone never stopped ringing. Reservations were occasionally missed. Customers waited too long for replies. One evening, a family arrived expecting a table they had booked days earlier. The reservation had been lost. The restaurant was completely full. Marco apologized again and again. The family left disappointed. Later that night, another one-star review appeared online. After closing, Marco sat alone in the empty restaurant. He looked around and asked himself one simple question. There has to be a better way. A few days later, another restaurant owner introduced him to AI automation. At first, Marco wasn't convinced. He thought artificial intelligence was only for large companies with huge budgets. He couldn't have been more wrong. The first thing Marco introduced into his business was an AI assistant powered by ChatGPT. Instead of spending hours answering the same questions every day, the AI handled common customer inquiries in seconds. What time do you open? Do you have vegetarian options? Can I reserve a table for 6? Customers received fast, professional replies. The staff spent less time on repetitive tasks and more time creating a great dining experience. For the first time in months, Marco felt like he was finally getting his restaurant back. But this was only the beginning. The real transformation started when he connected every part of the business together. Marco quickly realized that answering customer questions was only one piece of the puzzle. His biggest challenge wasn't a lack of customers. It was the amount of time spent managing everything behind the scenes. Reservations, emails, staff notifications, review requests, daily reports. Every task took time, and every manual task created another opportunity for mistakes. That's when Marco discovered Make.com. Instead of moving information from one system to another by hand, Make.com automated the entire workflow. When a customer booked a table online, the reservation was recorded automatically. The staff received an instant notification. A confirmation email was sent to the customer, and the booking was added to the restaurant's daily schedule. Nothing was forgotten. Nothing was written on scraps of paper. Everything happened automatically. The next improvement came from Airtable. Instead of searching through notebooks and spreadsheets, every reservation was stored in one organized database. Customer names, birthdays, anniversary bookings, special dietary requirements. Everything was available in seconds. Marco's team could now provide a much more personal experience. Returning customers were greeted by name. Favorite tables were remembered. Special occasions were never missed. Finally, Marco wanted the restaurant's phone system to sound as professional as the dining experience. He introduced an AI voice powered by ElevenLabs. Instead of recording a new message every time opening hours changed, the greeting could be updated in minutes. Customers heard a clear, natural voice whenever they called. The restaurant suddenly felt larger, more organized, and far more professional. But the biggest surprise wasn't the technology, it was the people. The staff were smiling again. They spent less time doing paperwork and more time looking after customers. Marco wasn't working late every night. He was managing the business, instead of the business managing him. 3 months later, the transformation was impossible to ignore. 3 months later, Bella Vista was no longer struggling to keep up. Reservations were organized. Customers received faster responses. The staff no longer worried about losing bookings or forgetting important details. Instead of spending hours on repetitive administrative work, they were doing what they loved most, preparing great food, serving customers, and creating memorable dining experiences. Marco noticed something else. The atmosphere inside the restaurant had changed. The stress that once filled every busy evening had been replaced with confidence. The team worked together more smoothly. Communication improved. Customers noticed the difference. Positive reviews began appearing online. Many guests commented on the friendly service, the quick responses, and the professional experience from the moment they made a reservation. Marco finally had something he hadn't enjoyed in years: time. Time to plan for the future, time to improve the menu, time to spend with his family. Artificial intelligence hadn't replaced the people who made Bella Vista special. It had removed the repetitive tasks that were slowing them down. The technology handled the routine work. The people focused on creating exceptional customer experiences. That combination transformed the business. The restaurant became more organized, more efficient, and better prepared for the future. Bella Vista is a fictional restaurant, but the automation strategies featured in this story are based on real technologies that businesses are using today. Every business is different. Not every solution will fit every company. But understanding where time is being lost and automating repetitive work can help many businesses operate more efficiently. In the next episode, we'll explore how artificial intelligence transformed a busy dental clinic and the automation systems that helped its team spend less time on administration and more time caring for patients. This is Future Media Stack, where business stories meet AI automation. Before we finish, let's take one final look at the automation stack behind Bella Vista's transformation. An AI assistant powered by ChatGPT helped answer common customer questions, reducing repetitive work for the staff. Make.com connected the restaurant's daily workflows, automatically handling reservations, confirmations, and team notifications. Airtable kept customer information, reservations, and special requests organized in one central place. And ElevenLabs provided a natural, professional AI voice for the restaurant's phone system. Together, these tools didn't replace the people behind Bella Vista. They gave them more time to focus on what mattered most, creating an exceptional experience for every customer. If you'd like to learn more about the AI tools featured in today's story, you'll find them linked in the description below. Thank you for watching Future Media Stack. If you enjoyed this business transformation story, consider subscribing for more real-world examples of how AI is changing the way businesses work. Next episode, how AI saved a dental clinic. Until then, every business has a story. Every problem has a solution. This is Future Media Stack.